Friends, I can't wait to tell Reagan what happened to me the other day. Reagan, I'm so glad that you're here listening. One of my besties. I love you so much. But you're not going to believe what happened when we were camping.
What
Okay.
happened?
You talk about God appointments, right? And we are in Michigan and we're at Hearthside Grove and we're camping. Y'all know that we're traveling the country, interviewing people and meeting people and seeing what God's doing, talking about prison ministry. But get this, Reagan. I was so disappointed with the campground because they placed us for 1 month in front of a bunch of construction. So I asked if we could please move. And I thought I was pretty nice about it. And I kept asking them, could we please move? Oh, no, no, no. I said, you got a month to find us something. No, 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 no. You're going to have to stay in that lot. I'm like, come on, you got like hundreds of other lots. Can't you just move us so we're not right in front of road construction and building construction? So the answer was still no. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I was frustrated. So one night, Blair and I were sitting out and we were catching up and a guy came over from next door from his RV and he was traveling by himself. And he came over and we said, oh, please come sit with us. And my husband asked him, would you like a beer? And the guy says, no, I can't drink. And I thought to myself, well, that's interesting. It's okay. You're not drinking. I'm thinking of this in my head. Don't know the guy from Adam. I'm like, okay, I get that if you're not drinking, but most people who aren't drinking say, no, I don't drink, or I care not to have one, or whatever else, but I can't. So I asked him, I said, in my bossy, nosy, none of your business way, I said, how come you can't drink? He goes, well, I have just been recently diagnosed just last week with a new disease, and it's a liver disease. And my ears popped up. Right. I'm like, what? What? Well, what happened? And he said, I went into the doctor and I got diagnosed with this thing. It's super rare. Don't know. It's called PSC. I'm like, PSC? Yeah. You got PSC? He goes, yeah. Now, you guys keep in mind, PSC affects like 1 in 100,000 people. It's really, really, really rare. I said, I have PSC. Yeah. And it's called primary sclerosing cholangitis. And as we were talking about this, he starts to cry and he's shaking and he gave me this big hug. I said, hey, listen, friend. He says, I'm going to die in 3 to 5 years. I said, no, you're not. First of all, God's got a plan for your life. And I said, secondly, I've had it over 20 years. They said I've had it probably for a very long time and it's stable, but you never know when it drops or and picks up. Now, friends, my friend Reagan already knows about this. Because of course I cried on her shoulder when I found out I had it.
This is crazy. This is amazing. Yeah.
And so I told him it's an autoimmune disease. It's nothing you've done to create it and nothing you can do to heal it. It's in God's hands. So let's you and I together. Glorify God during this time as all the saints are looking over, in heaven at us. How we're going to glorify God through this disease. And let me tell you, friend, though outwardly we're wasting away, inwardly, we're being renewed day by day. Mm-hmm. I gave him my business card and my phone number, and I said, I am here for you, anything you need. Now, he stayed here about 3 days, and he talked with my husband quite a bit. And he said, I can't tell you what a relief it was for my wife and I to meet your wife as she shared with us what Mayo Clinic had told her earlier, et cetera. But get this is what I think is so cool, Reagan. We booked this site almost a year ago. He booked it 6 months ago. And the Hearthside Grove won't let me move. And I was irritated.
God won't let you move.
God won't let me move. So, friends, Reagan, you already know this. Friends, you know what that means? That means when you're bumping your head against a wall and you're not getting what you want, God has a God appointment lined up for you. Thanks for listening. I love you. Shug, over and out. Thanks, Reagan. Love you more.
Love you more.